Hey guys, I'm Rich from NeoWin. Today we're unboxing the HP EliteBook 840 G5. So HP's product names can be a little confusing, but they do make sense if you break them down. Elite is HP's commercial brand. So this is a business laptop because it's an EliteBook. And 840, the 800 series is their mainstream brand, where the 1000 series is the premium flagship. What HP actually said was the 800 series, this is what they plan to sell millions of. And then you have the 40, where there's the 830, the 840, and the 850. That goes by screen size, so this is a 14-inch laptop. The 830 is 13.3-inch, the 850 is 15.6-inch, and that's how it goes. So if there was an X360 attached to the end, it would be a 360-degree convertible, but this should just be a laptop. So features in this generation is really all about bringing down some of those premium features in the 1000 series into the 800 series. For example, now we have an aluminum unibody, and that's something that was previously exclusive to the 1000 series. And I've reviewed, this is the first 800 series EliteBook that I've reviewed. I've reviewed several of the 1000 series devices, the 1030 X360, which was lovely. And that was one of the first, I think it was the first that I reviewed. And I also reviewed the 1040, which actually had it had an Intel H series processor, which is a 45-watt quad-core processor, because it was 7th generation. The 8th gen is a hexa-core processor. So the processor in this machine is still U-series. So the 8th gen U-series chips, this is V Pro, so it comes with Windows 10 Pro. The 8th gen U-series chips, those are 15 watt. They're all 15 watts, but the 8th gen is quad-core, where the 7th gen was dual-core. That's really what the 8th gen has really been mostly about. It keeps the 14-nanometer architecture, and then it adds more cores, which means more power under many workloads. And what's great about that in a business laptop is that you might be using virtual machines, and more cores obviously means better performance with virtual machines. So you can see we have the EliteBook branding right on the hinge there. Aluminum unibody, just like I said. It only comes in silver. There's our speaker on the bottom. Okay, and it's a lovely device. So let's open this up. Now this has HP SureView, and this is something that I was really looking forward to trying out. If you've watched my EliteBook unboxing videos or read my reviews, I've talked about SureView quite a bit. They've never actually sent me a device that has it, so this one actually has it. This is a privacy screen, and what it's meant to do is it makes it impossible for anyone to view your screen from an angle. So if you're working on something top secret in a public place, like an airplane or Starbucks or something, and you turn this thing on, people can't look over your shoulder and see what you're working on. So I have to plug this in before I turn it on. So let's just take a quick look at what else is in the box, and then we'll use that charger that we find in there. So over here we have, obviously, our charging brick. This should be USB Type-C. You can see that, yes, it is indeed USB Type-C. And then there's our power cable right here. And we'll get this plugged in, and we'll start booting it up. All right, so while this is booting up, we can take a look at the sides here. We have a Thunderbolt 3 port, which is being used for charging at the moment. Another legacy power port. Get back to that in a second. This is a networking cable that's made to fit into a slim form factor there. HDMI, USB Type-A, headphone jack. This is apparently a SIM slot. It's not a micro SD slot, so we're going to see if we have cellular, because if we do, this is this is an excellent thing. Another USB Type-C smart card, and then a lock slot over here. All right, so now, like I said, that SureView privacy screen. So HP has been talking about this for so long, so I'm excited to finally try it. It only comes on the 1080p model. There is a 4K option, but like I said, it's only on 1080p. And this is the brightest display that they offer. All right, if we hit F2, there's our privacy screen. So you see it gets a little dimmer. It's better if you're looking at it directly, but then if we tilt it to the side here, you can't see anything what's being worked on there. And that's pretty cool, because I obviously write a lot of embargoed articles myself, and I can't work on them in public because who knows who's looking. So now I can try to take those things in public, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah. So we have a track point here, which is similar to the one that you find on Lenovo laptops. I haven't seen any of those on the 1000 series EliteBooks. So that means we also have physical buttons on the above the trackpad. So that's how you would navigate this. Navigate over here, hit the button. If you've used one before, then I'm just talking about stuff you already know. Now, being an EliteBook, it has lots of business-centric features. If we go in here and we go into HP, we have Jumpstart phone-wise, work-wise. Now, this is interesting, but we'll come back to that in just a second. So there's a lot of business-centric features. One is like Sure Start, and what that does is it checks the BIOS against a master copy, and if the BIOS has been corrupted, it replaces it with the right one. Now, phone-wise and work-wise, I have never seen those two together on an EliteBook. And what phone-wise does, this will allow you to send text messages from your PC, make phone calls, mirror your screen on Android, and it works with iOS too for sending text messages. And what's odd about that, though, AMD Radeon, so this has a dedicated GPU. But back to phone-wise, with some solutions, you can't send a text from your PC via an iPhone because the phone has to be unlocked and the app has to be open. And that's the case with Dell's Mobile Connect. What HP actually allows you to do is you can enter your phone's PIN number in here, which I guess is not present because I don't have my phone paired yet. But you can enter your phone's PIN number in there, and when you send a text, it will wake your phone, unlock it, launch the app, and send the text message. So it's worked out a solution there. Obviously, the thing is with iOS, things are just a little more limited all around when it comes to interacting with third-party devices like that. Hopefully, Apple opens up some more at some point, but that's just the way it is. Everything works a little better with Android, and this working with your phone thing is really becoming popular. Microsoft has the Your Phone app that's coming in Redstone 5. Dell has Mobile Connect, and there's just tons of things that's meant to make your devices work better together, and iPhones just kind of reject that to the best of their ability. So hopefully Apple kind of changes its ways. WWDC is next week. Hopefully we hear something about that. Now we have WorkWise. So this is something I used this with the EliteBook 1030 X360 before they even had PhoneWise. And what's cool about this is that you'll get notifications on your phone. So say I'm sitting here, I'm using my EliteBook, and I walk away from my desk. So someone walks by, and they say, "Hey, Rich isn't sitting in front of, and he left his computer on. I should close it for him." Right? That's very nice of Bill. We'll call him Bill. And he says, "I'm going to close his laptop for him." And so I get an alert on my phone that says, Your laptop has been tampered with, or it says that someone has closed the lid on your laptop, which is great. I mean, obviously, Bill did a good deed, and I should appreciate that, but it's also nice I get an alert on my phone that it happened. Okay. And WorkWise does lots of other things, and it's a pretty powerful tool. You can install printer drivers remotely, and that closing the laptop lid is just the one example I can think of off the top of my head, but you kind of get this remote dashboard of what's going on with your EliteBook. I was kind of disappointed that when they came out with PhoneWise, this was when they announced the EliteBook 1040 and the 1020 X360. They did PhoneWise, and PhoneWise wasn't compatible with WorkWise, and part of the reason was iPhones, and they told me that WorkWise does not work with iPhones anymore. And it was an issue also with pairing the same device multiple times through separate apps. So I guess they've got it working now, which is fantastic. Because I think they're both great features. And if I had to pick one or the other, I would pick WorkWise. And when they weren't compatible with each other, I was kind of wondering why they didn't allow you to at least choose one. So yeah, lots of cool business features that HP really thinks through the business features on the Elite series. All right, so again, just a standard laptop. This does apparently have a dedicated GPU, which is AMD Radeon RX 540, and that's an option for the 14 and the 15-inch models, which is the 840 and the 850 G5. The 830 only has integrated graphics. So if we just go to the About screen here, we can see just what kind of processor is in it. Nope, wrong screen. And that's going to be right here. And we can see it's a 8650U CPU. That's a Core i7. Whoa, 32 gigabytes of RAM. I was under the impression that it was going to be 16 in here. So this is just going to kind of keep getting better. All right, then. Oh, yeah, and it is cellular. This is, wow. Wonderful. So I am really excited to review this machine. And, you know, this is beyond... really anything that I've any laptop any Ultrabook that no one's ever sent me an Ultrabook with 32 gigs of RAM, so that's pretty cool, I gotta say. But yeah, the i7 8650U, there are two SKUs of the 8th gen i7s, the 8550 and the 8650, and the 8650 has vPro enabled. So obviously, yeah, if we check out the Windows version, it is Windows 10 Pro. And any business laptop that you buy, I'm going to say should come with Windows 10 Pro because, you know, you can buy like a ThinkPad with Windows 10 Home for some reason. And personally, in my opinion, if you're spending over $1,000 on a PC, it should come with Pro. Especially like you could buy a $2,500, $3,000 gaming laptop and it ships with Home. And I mean, that's just insane because really these are powerful machines and you should be able to work with them as well. So obviously this is designed for work, so you get Pro. Anything else that we could take a look at in the HP software section? We can see there's no McAfee, no antivirus stuff. SoftPack Download Manager. One thing I got to check is HP has it's called Support Assistant. And normally that's where you get your drivers and firmware updates. And the biggest problem with EliteBooks that I've had recently is that this doesn't even work on EliteBooks. It works on my Spectre machines that they send me, so you end up having to get updates to the SoftPack Download Manager. Okay, I'm not seeing SureClick, which was another feature that was a secure browsing experience. I'm just really excited to see phone-wise and work-wise on the same machine because that's really great. They're both really great features, and this should be a really great experience. So this is a top-end machine, 32 gigs of RAM, Core i7. We didn't check the storage. What do we got? Yeah, a terabyte SSD. So, I mean, I really just wanted this, but yeah. So this is going to be an always connected PC with lots of RAM, lots of storage. Core i7. This is going to be a beast. So make sure to check back for the review. I should have it up in about a month. Anyway, guys, that's it. I'm Rich from NeoWin. Have a great night.